Welcome to your daily stock market summary from MarketSnap. Hey everyone, I'm thrilled to be here breaking down the latest action in the markets for all you long-term investors out there. We've got a packed day with mixed signals across the board, some big moves in individual stocks, and critical events on the horizon that could shape your portfolio strategy. So let's dive right into the key highlights of January 27th, 2026, and unpack what it means for your wealth-building journey. First up, let's talk about the major indexes because they're setting the tone for the day. It was a mixed bag on Wall Street, with the Nasdaq leading the charge, climbing nearly 1% as tech stocks powered ahead. The S&P 500 also edged up by about 0.4%, showing some resilience. However, the Dow Jones took a hit, slipping over 0.8%, dragged down by some heavy losses in specific sectors. The Russell 2000 saw a modest gain of 0.26%, reflecting a bit of stability in small caps. For long-term investors, this split performance signals a market still finding its footing amidst broader uncertainties, something to watch as we head into a pivotal week. Now let's zoom in on some of the standout performers. Among large caps, we saw some impressive gains, particularly in tech and industrials. Companies like Micron Technology and Lam Research surged, riding the wave of AI and semiconductor demand. Even outside tech, names like General Motors and HCA Healthcare posted strong gains, reflecting confidence in consumer and healthcare sectors. These moves highlight pockets of strength that could be worth considering for your portfolio if you're looking to diversify beyond the usual suspects. On the flip side, not everyone had a great day. The healthcare sector, in particular, got hammered, with United Health Group plummeting nearly 20% after disappointing news on Medicare payment rates staying flat for next year. Other insurers like CVS Health also took significant hits. Beyond healthcare, Oracle saw a notable drop, signaling some investor concerns in tech infrastructure. For long-term players, these dips might scream opportunity, but tread carefully, especially in healthcare, where policy risks are front and center right now. Looking at the market movers, it's no surprise that Nvidia and Apple continue to dominate trading volumes with slight gains, showing their staying power as investor favorites. Amazon also caught attention with a solid uptick, hinting at optimism ahead of its earnings. But the real story here is United Health again, with heavy selling pressure making it one of the most active names. These movers remind us that even in a choppy market, certain giants can anchor your strategy if chosen wisely. Speaking of activity, the most traded stocks today included familiar heavyweights like Nvidia and Intel, with the latter showing a nice bump. Ford and American Airlines also saw high volumes, though the latter faced downward pressure amid recovery challenges from Winter Storm Fern. These high-volume names often reflect short-term sentiment shifts, but for us long-term folks, they're a reminder to focus on fundamentals over daily noise. Now, let's shift gears to some broader economic vibes impacting the market. There's a lot of buzz around the Federal Reserve's upcoming decision on interest rates this Wednesday. Most expect no change, but all eyes are on Chair Jerome Powell's comments for hints about future moves, especially with political tensions simmering. Plus, there's chatter about a potential government shutdown looming, which could rattle markets if it drags on. For long-term investors, these macro events are critical. They can create volatility, but also buying opportunities if you're positioned right. It's also a huge week for earnings, and this could be a game changer for many portfolios. Big names like Apple, MasterCard, and Intel are set to report, alongside heavyweights like ExxonMobil and Chevron later in the week. Tesla's results are particularly in focus after some delivery concerns, with analysts curious about their energy business and AI plans. These reports will give us fresh insight into how these giants are navigating current headwinds, and for long-term holders, they're a chance to reassess your conviction in these names.
You get exclusive AI summaries of every earnings call. No more reading hours of transcripts. Access revenue segmentation, 5-year analyst estimates, SWOT analyses, and full financial statements. Plus track upcoming earnings, dividends, and market events with MarketSnap's calendar app. Create a free account at MarketSnap.com.
Taking a step back to look at the past week, some large caps have been on fire. Datadog and Arista Networks posted double-digit gains, fueled by tech optimism. Even Gilead Sciences and Meta Platforms saw strong weekly climbs, showing investor confidence in their growth stories. These weekly gainers are worth a second look if you're hunting for momentum plays to complement a steady core portfolio. Conversely, the past week wasn't kind to everyone. Intel took a significant hit, down over 15%, reflecting broader concerns in chip demand. Companies like Credo Technology and IonQ also saw steep declines, hinting at volatility in cutting-edge tech spaces. For long-term investors, these pullbacks could be a chance to scoop up innovative names at a discount. Just make sure the story still aligns with your horizon. On the sector front, energy led the pack over the past week with a solid gain, likely tied to geopolitical tensions and oil price moves. Industrials and utilities also showed some strength, offering a bit of a safe harbor. These sector trends are a good reminder to balance your exposure. Energy might be a short-term play, but its cyclical nature means you've got to time your exits carefully. Meanwhile, real estate lagged behind as the worst performer over the week, weighed down by interest rate sensitivity. Consumer defensive and healthcare sectors also struggled, mirroring some of the individual stock pain we've discussed. For your long-term strategy, these underperforming sectors might warrant a contrarian look if you believe in a rebound story. Wrapping up the market picture, the S&P 500's modest gain today keeps it near record territory, but the mixed signals across sectors and indexes suggest we're not out of the woods yet. With the Fed decision and earnings wave incoming, expect some choppiness in the short term. As long-term investors, though, remember that these fluctuations are just noise. Focus on the bigger trends like tech innovation and demographic shifts that drive decades-long growth. Speaking of tech, the Nasdaq's strength today underscores how critical this sector remains. With AI and cloud computing still in early innings, there's a lot of runway for patient capital, even if near-term corrections like the ones some are predicting shake things up. Keep an eye on how upcoming earnings validate these growth narratives.
MarketSnap brings everything long-term investors use daily into one clean, fast platform. Explore stock financials, SWOT analysis, valuation ratios, 5-year analyst estimates, and our intrinsic value calculator, built with real fundamentals, not hype. All in a layout that's simple to read and ridiculously fast to navigate. And when you want to talk investing, join Nexus, our community where investors share valuations, posts, and stock discussions, all connected directly to the data. Use our Stock's Intrinsic Value Calculator to run and save real valuations with no spreadsheets. Share your analysis and valuations with others in the Nexus community. Get daily market summaries in video, audio, and article formats. Track the market with our earnings, dividend, and economics calendar. Our homepage gives you a real-time market overview with interactive heat maps, top market movers, and major index performance at a glance. Track daily performances, discover the most active stocks, and analyze performance across different timeframes, from weekly to yearly trends, and see which industries are leading or lagging. It's free to create an account, with optional access to premium forward-looking data. Try it now at MarketSnap.com and invest with clarity, not noise. That's a wrap for today's stock market summary from MarketSnap. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to stick with us for daily updates and deep dive SWOT analyses to keep your investment strategy sharp. Whether you're navigating short-term turbulence or building wealth for the long haul, we've got the insights to help. See you tomorrow.